now, go.
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
You gotta go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got it, I think.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his
Yeah, I got it.
somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep here for Ward.
Ooh, good catch.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That nigga threw it. This out. Shit.
They'll run with Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure
Just so one.
getting to the corner, making sure that the block is taken care
How
of
much?
so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide
Damn, that ain't bad at all.
might be flexed out. They've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means
Not at all. Not at all.
guys that you pay big money to sack the
Not at all.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well.
For sure.
A nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Sanders. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Ah, why I throw that shit? That was dumb as shit right there. That was dumb. That was dumb. Doing too much, dude.
Shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Ooh, good pick.
Intercepted. Picked off by rame19. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it with Carson.
What the fuck? Come on. That's so crazy.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Carson.
Come on, get him.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ooh, good shit, Charles.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is
Come on,
Metcalf.
bro.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They go play action with Wilson.
Ooh, that's a pick.
It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett is the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flushed out right. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's no chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Ooh, come on. Give me the pick.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
Look at that, GOAT. Look at that, GOAT. Look at that bullshit I just caught.
87 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Well, I didn't even. I'm in front of him. Why would y'all make me pass interference? Come on with these animations, man. Shit crazy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Good pick, baby. Come on, Slay. Fuck wrong with that nigga?
Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Call
Come
it
on,
38
man.
yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Oh my, listen. They're just gonna keep bailing this nigga out with pass interferences, man.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so
That
hard
shit
to cover these
crazy,
career
man.
receivers. They have such great body control and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carson. Now Carson.
Oh, good fumble. Let's go, baby.
Picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You see me, goat, man. You see me, baby.
Thank you, New York. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Now it's Carson.
Come on.
And the ball closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Good hit.
Halfway there from the 4 to
Nice.
2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
Oh, he was wide open. Shit. I ain't even seen. Good. Good shit. That nigga was wide open.
And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So we come upon halftime here in
Right. I think I do.
as we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Yeah, I do.
Sports halftime report.
Yeah. That was crazy right there, though.
Teams about to play
Should have called the timeout.
For the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Shout out my nigga GOAT for this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
My nigga GOAT showed me that one.
There, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. A nice play design there with the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing.
Not at all.
They saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, it's Rager.
Get in there. Ah.
Taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the
Gotta
field.
stay
You
humble,
ran your
man.
playbook the way you
Just gotta
wanted
stay
to,
humble,
and you
baby.
gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Yeah, 6 seed.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
Good pick.
And his
Let's
pass
go,
is
baby.
intercepted for the 4th time today.
BC calling these plays on the sideline, man. BC, Broad Street Bully, bitch.
At the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field.
State prop chain gang.
There got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always
State
going to be
prop
traffic
chain gang.
like towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
I'll be getting caught up behind the line, man.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to
Alright, let's see what we can do. See what we
but
can
that also
do
doesn't mean you just do it the
here.
same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. His 2nd catch
Keep
in
it
this
simple.
wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing
Keep this shit real simple.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down.
That nigga got.
Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
They'll go again with Sanders. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
What they call?
Yes, a flag down, so hang on. Call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down,
My man, appreciate it, player. I'll take my 3.
You don't even have to really spend a lot of
Keith, stop.
considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
I ain't got no problem taking my 3.
17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
Excuse me.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
Oh, that's a fumble. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Good blitz.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
To the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
For the point after.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Come on, man.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
I just gave one up, cuz. I just...
Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Street. Let's go. Let's bring it. Riggs. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up up 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Hey, one set. Check, right 54. Right 54. Watch the slap. Let go.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Watch my board. Ricky. Shoot.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Darrell Taylor with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And it's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack, Wilson. Big hold of the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Move 50.
Mike's 50.
Give me alert.
50's the Mike. 50.
Mike.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Seahawks 21.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I'm coming.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Philadelphia.
70 Lion. 54. Coming. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles